Pope Francis prays for a merciful final judgment for Cardinal Bernard Law during the funeral mass for the disgraced former Archbishop of Boston. The Dean of the College of Cardinals, Cardinal Angelo Sodano, celebrated the funeral mass along with other cardinals. Law died Wednesday in Rome, where he spent his life after revelations he covered up for dozens of priests who abused children. Edward Pentin, Rome correspondent for EWTN's National Catholic Register, joins us. Edward, who attended Cardinal Law's funeral mass this afternoon?
Well, it was attended by the American Cardinals here in Rome, Cardinal Burke, Cardinal O'Neill, and Cardinal Harvey, but also the ambassador here, the new ambassador to the Holy See, Ambassador Callista Gingrich and her husband Newt, and there were other various dignitaries, senior Vatican officials, Cardinal Parolin, the Secretary of State, and also about 250 people in the congregation, but it wasn't a full congregation, and it was in a side altar, which is where often these funerals are held in St. Peter's Basilica.
Well, tell us about Cardinal Sodano's message during the funeral. Did he address the abuse issue?
He didn't, at least not directly, and he spoke about entrusting the soul of Cardinal Law to the merciful love of the Father. He spoke about the dedication of Cardinal Law to 56 years of pastoral service, and he said that throughout his life he'll have been seeking the face of the Lord, which he'll now have the opportunity to do. But there was no real reference, to the sexual abuse issue, which of course hampered his life during the last years of his life.
I imagine it is a very sensitive issue for so many people. One of the hallmarks of Pope Francis' pontificate is reform and the protection of minors. The Vatican has a committee now focused on that issue. What has the group been doing, and is it making progress?
Well, its purpose is really to help prevent further abuse and to deal more effectively with these abuse cases. It was set up under Pope Francis, but it's been criticised for lacking a sense of urgency. It's also been criticised for wanting to set up a tribunal to try bishops like Cardinal Law, who were accused of covering up sexual abuse cases, but that tribunal was then scotched. And then it's just, people say, well, it's not really doing what it should have been doing, and that it's actually lapsed, that there aren't any renewals of members, at least until April, which is when the Vatican says that there will be more appointments made. But there has been criticism, which is kind of in contrast to the rest of the Church, which has been largely applauded for its dealing with this issue, certainly in the last few years.
Sure, certainly, and I know that so many members of the Church are continuing to work on this issue and will continue in the decades ahead. Edward Pentin, Rome correspondent for EWTN's National Catholic Register, thanks so much.